Hello, people out in internet land. We've made it. Episode 200 of Fine Music. And who better to lead episode 200 than Fred Whitlock? Go ahead, Fred.
Uh, Today I'm going to talk about the artist Kenny Rankin. One reviewer said he's one of the most misclassified and misassigned vocalists in music. It was hard to find where he fit in for a lot of critics and where he belongs as a performer. He started out in 1967 with an album called Mind Dusters. He had a great voice and a great technique, which stayed with him his entire career. Unfortunately, he died in 2009. Like I said, he had a unique style, and all those albums from 1967 to 75 have been reissued on Slide Dog Records. The masters were owned by the family. They got a hold of them. Through his career, he recorded 15 albums. He had the ability to adapt from jazz songs to Beatles songs. He recorded many different soul music. And he had one song called Peaceful that was covered by other artists. I think Helen Reddy might have had a hit single off of that. And it was re-recorded in an album called Like a Seed in 1972, which had all original material. He wrote songs for other great jazz artists like Carmen McRae, Mel Torme, and Peggy Lee. He was so sophisticated, kind of got stuck in the soft rock label. And in 67, when there was psychedelic music and hard rock, there wasn't too much of a space for him on the radio. His interpretations were grand. Anything he took, anybody else's songs like Beatles songs, the Rascals, English folk music, American folk music, he made it his own. He even recorded songs by Stevie Wonder. He covered Hendrix, Up from the Skies, and turned it into a unique little piece for himself. I'm going to focus mainly on his later career when he went back to straight ahead jazz. In 1991, he recorded the album Because of You, which featured a jazz combo backing him up and four original songs with standards like Someone to Watch Over Me, I Could Write a Book, Rodgers and Hart, and Irving Berlin's Always. It was a great album that reinvigorated his career. In 94, he came out with an album called Professional Dreamer, which featured an acoustic trio backing him up. And once again, he covers the American Songbook, and it has songs like You'd Be Nice, So Nice to Come Home to Me, Love Is Here to Stay, I've Got a Crush on You, all done in his unique, mellow vocals. In 1997, he came out with a Brazilian album called Here in My Heart, 13 ballads with South American flavor of bossa nova, and it was recorded in Rio de Janeiro, most of it, and featured a few songs with duets with Rosa Passos, singing in Portuguese. And sometimes when people do Brazilian or bossa nova, they think it's easy and they can pull it off, and it comes out very watery. But Kenny Rankin adds to this. It's cool. His cool jazzy voice just hugs the lyrics, and it's heartfelt. His soft high tone vocals bring a great spirit to the songs. It's gentle, yet has a delicate control over the songs. And his lyrics, the lyrics just shine. Here in My Heart, like I said, is just a beautiful album. And he seems to be on a roll. And then he gets on the Jazz Verb label and records an album, A Song for You, in 2002. It mixes jazz standards with Beatles songs, I've Just Seen a Face, soul songs like Spanish Harlem, Gershwin, Rodgers and Hart, and the title song, The Leon Russells, is the Leon Russell song. And he has Alan Broadbent doing arrangements and John Beasley, jazz arrangers on this album. It's a great album, and he's, like I said, he was on a roll, and then when he went to record again, he discovered he had lung cancer, unfortunately, and 3 weeks later passed away in 2009. But I would urge you to look through his catalog and find some albums that you would like. I think you would enjoy the ones I reviewed. And also there's a live concert, I believe it's called Jazz Connection presents Kenny Rankin. It's on YouTube, a full concert, which I believe was recorded during the time he put out Professional Dreamer, because I saw him in West LA at the Wadsworth Theater doing the same concert. And he was just great. He was a wonderful performer, just didn't fit into anyone's category. And so radio didn't know where to place him. And he got neglected during the 60s and 70s, and finally came around in 2000, the late 90s and the early 2000s, getting a lot of critical acclaim, finally.
You said finally. Come on, people. I'll say something. I mean, very honestly, I didn't know much of anything about this artist, but I am curious because that name, I've seen that name somewhere before. So did he have any hit songs or?
No, he didn't really have any hits. Peaceful,
yeah,
from the album Like a Seed, was his better seller. I think it maybe on a foreign country, it might have got up there on the charts. It didn't get too high in American charts.
Would his music?
Paul McCartney heard his version of Blackbird and really loved it.
Oh yeah, that
really
sounds.
Came out in the press and praised that version.
Gonna make a note of that one. Versions of Blackbird. I'm always interested in that. Hey, okay, what was my irreverent question?
There's several.
Oh, yeah.
2 or 3 full albums on YouTube that you can listen to.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure everything's on YouTube. Oh, my God. Amazing. I gotta ask this question because it's in the back of my brain. Like, how did I learn this guy's name? By any chance, was this guy like played on those, the wave type stations,
Yeah, probably.
jazz.
That's probably where he got most of his radio play, because he was this kind of, some people called him a smooth jazz artist.
Did they call him Kenny R? Did they call him Kenny R?
What? No, that's some other guy.
Oh, different level.
Yeah, no. All right. Well, hey, Fantastic job, Fred, because the whole idea here is to find music, and there's music out there we have missed. And so this is someone to look into. I'll definitely be going to check out his version of Blackbird straight away. Take it from there. Thank you, Fred.